Hey, what's up, guys? Carry on back with the video today. My Move Series 1 watch. I had two twin sisters, part 12. And so here we go. There in the last part, in part 11, there we see Naruto training with the guy with the glasses there. He was telling him to do the water step there. He does it perfectly. He was kind of shocked there. Naruto was actually telling him. He telling him trained with his sisters there and stuff. Technically, we see we hear and then he's like, "Ma, you're spying on the woman there." And he's like, "Keep it down. You want to get us caught?" Slams his ass on the ground. Almost was Jiraiya. And then he's like, "What are you doing? You slammed my teacher." And does the intro there. And he's like, "Oh, later," and stuff like that. And then he's like, "Uh-huh." And then he's like, "Later." He's like, "Oh, I don't need you," and stuff like that. And then he was like thinking how to Neji there, and he's like, "Oh, I cost your teacher there. I'm gonna show you how to beat him and stuff like that." So he shows him how to beat him and stuff, and then they go to the exams there. They're mostly Naruto's Ruko's taking Naruto's jacket there. Naruto taking notices there and stuff, and the fights begin there. Naruto beats Neji like he does in the original series. Uh, Shikamaru dips out, or not dips out, but surrenders. Uh, Kankuro dips out, and Ruko technically takes on Tamari, and she wins. Ruko wins, and mostly, and then the last fight was uh, Gara versus, or Sasuke versus Gara. Sasuke uses Chidori, hits Gara in the chest there. He's like, "My blood." And mostly the invasion started happening. So that was in part 11. So let's go on to part 12 where Naruto had two twin sisters. So, beginning on this what if there, or the beginning of it, we see technically Kabuto casting the Genjutsu. He's like, and he does the Genjutsu there, putting everybody asleep around the stadium and stuff like that. Sakura, Naruto, and Ruko technically notice it. They're like, Narco actually said to Ruko, she's like, "Don't fall for the Genjutsu." And then she's like, "Do it at the same time. Release." And then mostly they release it there. Sakura kind of does it there. She does release it like she does in the original series. And then two ninja were coming right at her or stuff. And she's like, "Haha." And then, boom. Kashi saves the day. He's like, "Wake up, Naruto," and Shikamaru there. And then Naruto and Haruka are like, "You three need to wake up Shikamaru, and you three need to wake up Naruto and Shikamaru there. They're the has a thing there for mostly they go try to go after Sasuke there and pick him up and stuff like that." So he actually said that there, and like, "Why?" And stuff, because he technically Sasuke went after Gar there and stuff like that. So Naruto, he gets wake up by I think by Naruto technically wakes him up there. She released the Genjutsu there, and she's like, "Wait," and he's like, "Wait, what is going on?" Naruto and stuff like that. And she's like, "Well, it's Sasuke there. Went after went after that Gara kid and stuff like that." He's like, "Well, I'm doing that stuff there and stuff like that." He's like, "We have to stop him and stuff like that." She's like, "Right," stuff like that. And technically, Kashi summoned Paku there. He's like, "What's up with Kashi?" and stuff like that. And he's like, "Lead these guys to their thing there." And mostly Sakura's gonna get Shikamaru out of the Genjutsu, but he was technically sleeping there. So Paku bites him in the leg, and he's like, "Ah!" He's like, "Get this dog off me!" He's like, "Well, you were not trapped with Genjutsu. You were just sleeping there." He's like, "Oh, that's a drag there," and stuff like that. So technically, Naruto, Haruko, and Sakura and Shikamaru went after Sasuke there, and mostly Orochimaru there. For the Orochimaru fight, the Third Hokage versus Orochimaru fight plays out the same. there. Except this time, Orochimaru is trying to go after not one person but two people there. Mostly he's trying to go after Sasuke there, but he's also trying to go after Ruko there also. Because he's then this is what Orochimaru says. He's like, yeah, there, Kage. He's like, I'm trying to go after the Uchiha's power there. Go after the Sharingan there to be more powerful there. He's like, why you're trying to go after the Sharingan there and stuff like that. He's like, that's not also going after there. I'm also going after the Uzumaki chains there, so I can gain more power and stuff like that. He's like, what? You're trying to sacrifice both there? He's like, yes. Mostly Sasuke is gonna go down first, and then I'm gonna go after the one with the chains there. That red hook, that red girl has the chains there. Mostly he was talking about Ruko there, and then he's like, I'm not gonna let you touch him and stuff like that. He's like, go ahead there and stuff like that. That's what Orochimaru was actually saying. So when that was that fight plays out the same there. Technically, we see Naruto, Aruko, and Shikamaru there. Shikamaru saying, "Oh, we're getting followed there." He's like, "I can handle these guys there." They're like, "Go after Sasuke and stuff like that." So technically, Sasuke, he was technically taking on Conqueror there, but Shino said, he's like, "Let me finish this fight," like he does in the original series, and then he technically tells off and stuff. So Shino's technically fighting fucking Conqueror there, and mostly fight Conqueror there for it and stuff. So nothing changes on that there until Sasuke takes on Gaara. He's like, and mostly Gaara actually has like the Shikaku one arm. He's like, come at me, Sasuke, Tia, and stuff like that. He's like, take this, and he throws some shuriken at him, and then he's like, this is all you got there, Sasuke, Tia. He's like, you can have him back, and then throws him right back. He's like, oh, damn it, and stuff like that. He's like, damn. He's like, how I can do this and stuff like that. He's like, well, you can't do nothing against me there and stuff like that. Mostly out of nowhere, we see fucking mostly Sasuke was getting pushed there. Even he was using his curse mark, and he was not doing jack shit with the curse mark there. So technically, we see Naruto comes out of nowhere, boom, kicks him there in the face. They technically Naruto, Sakura, or no, Naruto, and Haruko and Sakura, they all arrived there, and technically, they're like, and Naruto was like, he's like, mostly and stuff like that, and then Sakura, Naruto, and Haruko are like, Sasuke, you're okay and stuff like that, and like stuff like that, and then Haruko's like, she's like, you bastard, and stuff like that, and then mostly saying that to Gary, he's like, so you are not alone after all there, and stuff like that. That's what Gary was actually saying. And then Naruto's like, shut up, and stuff like that. And then Naruto's like, ah, and mostly he was gonna attack Naruto, and then Naruto's like, Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. He's like, this again? He's like, you can have him back. He's like, she's like, and stuff. And then mostly Naruto gets pretty pissed off. He's like, Naruto, no, and stuff like that. He's like, you bastard, Shadow Clone Jutsu. And then mostly 1,000 clones came on top of him. He's like, yeah. He's like, I can't believe this stuff, huh? And then he's like, who's a fucking mirage? Boom! Hits him and stuff like that. And he's like, and stuff like that. He's like, that's all you got there, Naruto Uzumaki. And then mostly turns him like into that like 1/4 the part of the Shikaku is on top of him and stuff. And then he's like, take this from Kasuya Sensei, 1,000 years of death. Mostly putting the kunai right up his ass there with a paper bomb. He gets swat there. He's like, Naruto's like, boom. And then Naruto and Narco and Iruka are like, Naruto, no. So and then boom, he's like, yeah, and stuff like that. And he's like, damn it, you hurt me, and stuff. And then mostly throws the hand there, trapping Sakura there. He's like, no, Sakura and stuff, and then stuff like that. So he's like, you ass and stuff like that. Mostly he was trying to like throw some more hands there, but he also summoned Shikaki. He's like, he's like, he's like, now death with the sand. And then mostly he falls asleep. And then Naruto and Narco and Ruko, and they're like, oh shit, how are we gonna feed him and stuff like that? Naruto does it. He's like, summoning jutsu, and then mostly he's Naruto summons the cheat toad, and then technically Aruko does her summons jutsu. She's like, summoning jutsu, and then stuff like that, and then technically the cheat toad is like, what? He's like, what? He's like, well, I'm going here and stuff, and then Naruto was like, well, cheat toad, we need to go after that there. He's like, He's like, go after what? You can just go take a hike there and then stuff like that. And he told him that. He was like, he's like, oh, it's you again. Go take a hike and stuff like that. And he's like, you damn toad and stuff like that. And then mostly, Haruko was actually saying, she's like, why are you summoning me, lady, uh, Haruka and stuff like that. And then she's like, well, my brother is in trouble there. And she's like, oh, yeah. There's. She's like, what he's in trouble for and stuff like that. And then mostly, Chito is like, huh, Chikaku the Sand Spirit there. And then Connie's like, wait, Chikaku? He's like, yes. He's like, technically technically he's pretty bad there and stuff like that. She's like, I didn't even know. The Span Spirit's like over here. Why is he's doing over here in the land of fire and stuff like that? He's like, I don't know, but we need to stop him and stuff like that. So technically, the Cheat Toad and Connie there, I'm gonna call her the Selene Snake Connie, like I did. Like Naruto had a sister there, mostly attacking Shigaku there. He's like, yeah, get off of me. Mostly, the Cheat Toad does his liquid bullets there. Connie does the or not acid, but the poison there. So Shikaku's thing doesn't really work with poison or the liquid bullets there, so it's not really phasing him and stuff. They're like, oh crap, how are we gonna do this there? And then technically the Cheat Toad was like, we need to make phasing claws there. He's like, well, I can try to do that. Naruto was actually saying that there. Haruko jumps on Connie's head. He's like, Narco jumps on Connie's head and mostly says to Narcos, she's like, let me handle this bit, sister. She's like, okay, I can trust you. Connie, let my sister help you and stuff. She's like, okay, I can help you and stuff like that. You're ready and stuff like that. She's like, yeah, I'm ready and stuff. And then he's like, let's do this. And mostly they both charge and stuff like that. Then they do the things for the fox chakra. Both of them actually activate their fox chakra mode. And they're like, and then mostly they're like, transforms, and then boom, and both Nine Tails were coming right at him. And then Sasuke's like, wait, there's two of them and stuff. And they're like, roar. And mostly one bites on the chest, the other one bites on his other arm, and they're like, do it, Naruto. Boom. He's like, wake up, motherfucker. Boom. It's in the fucking face. He's like, ugh. He's like, one more time. Boom. Gets him up the butt head there and stuff. And then technically, and then he's like, no. He's like, no. I just got here. And mostly falling apart there and stuff. And then Naruto and Gaara collide there and stuff. They did like collide there and stuff like that. Mostly when they tend to collide there and stuff. What mostly they collide, and mostly Naruto and Gar fall there. Naruto was like crawling over to Gar there. He's like, I know how that feels there. I know how that darkness feels and stuff like that. And he's like, stay away from me and stuff like that. And technically, Naruto kind of feels the same way because she has the same thing as Naruto and Gar do. And then mostly Sasuke comes over. He's like, this guy had it there and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, thank God. And he mostly falls asleep there. Technically, Sasuke, not Sasuke, technically, Gaara and Tamari take, or no, Tamari and Conqueror take Gaara away and stuff, and he said, he's like, I'm sorry, guys. So they're like, oh, it's not your fault. Let's just go back to the village and stuff like that. So when they go back to the village, we see the next day they actually had the Thorough Kage's funeral there. Everyone was tending to sad there, and mostly Haruka was actually saying to Naruto, Haruka there actually were saying like there's gonna be tough roads and stuff like that, and you're gonna face tough enemies there. And that's where the what if ends. So yep, comment, rate, and response to its pros. We like our pros, please subscribe, hit the notification on the uploads, go response to its pros. Like, carry on, out in peace.